What up, world? What is piggity poppin'? This is sports talk. You know what I'm saying? I do these every so often, beginning of NFL, NBA seasons, pre-playoff NBA, NFL, and pre-championship. If you follow my shit. So, if you've been keeping up, especially with the sports talk shit, it's me and it's my man Orlando Penner, aka O Pizzle, via San Antonio, via teleconference, via Good American Sports.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's Orlando with Good American Sports. Coming at y'all. This is our NFL preseason review.
Um, we gonna talk about division standings, all 8 divisions, all 32 teams. I'm gonna do my 6 AFC prediction playoff standings. I'm gonna do my 6 NFC prediction playoff standings, and then I'm gonna tell y'all MVP. And then come January, we see how we did, and then I'll tell y'all who I think is making it to the Super Bowl in January. So let's start with the AFC, and we're gonna start with the AFC East. New England Patriots, New York Jets, Buffalo Bills, Miami Dolphins. Um, the Patriots has been a clusterfuck of stupidity this summer. Um, Gronkowski injured, Hernandez locked up, and then you know what I'm saying? Just they lost Wes Welker, and they picked up who I feel like is being overrated. Danny Amendola is not a suitable Wes Welker replacement. You got the Jets, who've been a clusterfuck of butt fumbles, of crybaby pout ass draft picks, of crazy ass shit, dog. And Rex Ryan crying and talking sideways, literally talking sideways at press conferences. And then the Buffalo Bills, who I always want to see Buffalo improve, but they never seem to win 10 games. This could be the year, but this could be another bust. And then you got the Miami Dolphins, who I feel like they've improved. They who was it? They picked up Mike Wallace via free agency, and I mean they quarterback Tannenhill, if memory serves correct. They quarterback is straight. So for the AFC, I'm gonna go. I want to say Miami is gonna take over the AFC East, but I'm not. As much as I hate the Patriots, they still win the AFC East. Miami number 2, Buffalo third, and the Jets cost Rex Ryan his job. And Sanchez will get traded after this year, or cut, or just cut. So I'm gonna throw it to Orlando. Orlando gonna tell y'all his
We're gonna
AFC.
start off with the AFC East. This is including the Buffalo Bills, New England Patriots, Miami Dolphins, and the Jets. Um, this division, pretty much has been dominated by one team for the past decade and a half or so. So, number one's by far going to be the Patriots. The Bills and the Dolphins are going to be jockeying for second place, a potential wild card spot. I could see the Bills or Dolphins going 8-8, 9-7, getting into the playoffs because the AFC in general is not as strong as it usually is. So, yeah. And the Jets are going to be, the bottom feeders of, the league pretty much. They just made the announcement that they were going to be starting Geno Smith. For all you fantasy connoisseurs, I'll definitely start the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense. Just saying. But yeah, so that's gonna be the AFC East. I have the Patriots taking that, probably going 11-5.
There you go. There you go. That's how he feel about the AFC. Now the AFC. Let's go north. Let's go north. Let's go defending champion Baltimore Ravens, Pittsburgh Steelers, Cleveland Browns, Cincinnati Bengals. You got the Ravens who lost a lot of their core um, I mean, Flacco comes back, Ray Rice comes back. They traded Anquan Bolden. They still got Torrey Smith. They still got what's the name? Jacoby Jones. And they still got Suggs on defense. You got Pittsburgh, lost James Harrison in division. How bonehead is that shit? But you still got Roethlisberger, and he's like really the only offensive fucking piece that is still around. Like they stay swapping out Mendenhalls and Wallace's and Hines Ward's, who's been going for like 2 years, but I don't really know the rest of their offense. And then obviously they got Palomalu. Cincinnati, like I said, picked up James Harrison. They still got Andy Dalton. And I like Cincinnati. And then Cleveland. I want to see Cleveland do good. There's always a period in time in sports where teams are just so sad for so long that you want to see them improve. And Cleveland is a team that I want to see make a jump into a 9-10 win season. But my NFC North goes as follows: Bengals, Ravens, Steelers, Browns. I don't think this is going to be a year that Cleveland makes a jump. Oh, Pizzle, what's up on your AFC North?
Next off, you have the AFC North. This is a division that's including the Cleveland Browns, Cincinnati Bengals, Ravens, and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, the balance of power is shifting in this division. Earlier in the decade, it was the Pittsburgh Steelers, and then Ravens, and then the Bengals and Browns. Now it's shifting. It was the Ravens the past couple of years. Now I think it's the Bengals' turn. So this division, I have the Bengals, getting the division crown. I have the Ravens coming in second. Surprisingly, I have the Browns coming in third, and the Steelers coming in fourth. Now, I say coming in fourth, but I don't mean they're going to have a losing record by any means. They're probably going to go 8-8, but I think the Browns might have a better record. So, they have a little bit more weapons around their quarterback. With Trent Richardson, Greg Little. Once Josh Gordon comes off suspension, he'll be a factor. So, and they actually have North Turner as their OC this year. So, I'll definitely look out for the Browns this year. So, but definitely it's going to be a two-team division. I mean, two-team playoff division. So I definitely have the Cincinnati Bengals in there, probably the third seed. They could I think they could get a second seed, depending on how the AFC works out this year. But pretty much a third or fourth seed. And then you have the Ravens getting another wild card spot. So that's going to be my AFC North.
AFC South, as you see behind me, as you see right here, as you see, I'm holding it down for my team, the Indianapolis Colts. You got the Houston Texans, you got the Jacksonville Jaguars, and you got the Tennessee Titans. Colts, man, we picked up Darius Hayward-Bay. We picked up LaRon Landry. We picked up, what's his name, Pep Hamilton, Andrew Luck, and Kobe Fleener's Stanford offensive coordinator. Houston picked up Ed Reed. Fuckers. Still got J.J. Watt. Jacksonville and Tennessee, like, neither one of them really did a lot. I mean, Jacksonville got Maurice Jones-Drew, and Tennessee got CJ2K, but they're not gonna improve much, if any. So I think it's a homer pick. So don't hate on me. The Colts are going to take the AFC South this year. All the ESPN experts, bitch ass analysis, got us like a 500 8-8 team, and this is what I say to that. I think Houston is. I think they're gonna catch injuries, man. I think Arian Foster could pull something. Um, um, Matt Schaub, you never know. And then Andre Johnson, he has been hurt before, but I mean he's more or less pretty consistent. Ed Reed isn't even healthy as far as I know. So when he comes back, how long is he gonna hold up? So I think Indianapolis, Houston, and Jacksonville, Tennessee, man, like they're like gunning for number one picks. Um, I mean, yeah, they probably already got their sights Clowney. Um, let's say Colts, Houston, Jacksonville, Tennessee. Let's swap out the two teams on the bottom. Old Pizzle, how about your AFC South?
Now the AFC South, this has my Colts. Definitely rocking the old Frenny jersey. Um, the Houston Texans, well-respected franchise. I don't mind them at all. I followed them since 2002. So and Tennessee Titans and Jacksonville Jaguars. Pretty like I said, same as any other division. So a two-team division. Pretty much the Texans and the Colts. You know, I I believe the window is closing on the Texans. Offensive wise, their defense is going to stay there for a minute. With Cushing and J.J. Watt. So, but I mean, Andre Johnson, he's like 32 or 30, upper 30s. Matt Schaub is getting older. You know what I'm saying? Owen Daniels is up there in age. Not really sure how old Arian Foster is, but he's injury prone in my eyes. So that window's closing. They still have that core, so maybe they can make a playoff run this year, a deep playoff run. We'll see. I had to do. I have Houston taking the division for right now. That's subject to change because I believe we can beat Houston, and but it's not just beating Houston. It's beating everyone in our schedule. So I think the difference maker will be playing the NFC West. If we can beat San Fran or Seattle or Arizona, those teams, um, we should have a good chance to get back to where we are usually uh, at, and that's the top of the division.
AFC West, man. AFC West. Denver Broncos, San Diego Chargers, Kansas City Chiefs, Oakland Raiders. This is Denver's division. As long as Peyton Manning is in the league playing in Denver, Denver wins that division every season. Um, as far as the other three teams go, Andy Reid in Kansas City, I love that move. I love that he picked up Alex Smith from San Francisco. I think he's going to get a chance to be consistent with a coach that has faith in him. And if Alex Smith gets injured, I think he'll get his job back no matter what happens. And then San Diego, then Oakland. Um, I mean, Oakland is starting Terrell Pryor. So, yeah, like new coach in San Diego. I don't see them improving. My man Dwight Freeney went to a rival. So as much as I love Dwight Freeney, San Diego cannot prosper. Here come Orlando with his AFC West.
Let's head to the AFC West, which is um, the Broncos, Denver Broncos, Kansas City Chiefs, and was it the Oakland Raiders and San Diego Chargers. This is probably the second worst division in the AFC, probably in football. This is based off overall teams. The only top team, I will say this, the only top team right now is the Broncos. But I'm gonna let y'all all know that the Kansas City Chiefs are for real. They finally have a quarterback. Their defense was off the chain last year. I mean, don't let fantasy stats fool you or whatnot. But anytime you have like Pro Bowlers on your on, 9 Pro Bowlers on a 2-14 team, that's unheard of. So don't let their defense fool you. they lay boys out. So I can see the Chiefs going like 8-8, 9-7. I'm not sure if they'll make a playoff spot. That's going to be probably a 4-team race for the wild card. So we'll see how that goes. But you have the Oakland Raiders not going to be doing much, um, and also the San Diego Chargers. They've been tired since '06, '07. So pretty much this is Denver's Denver's division to lose, and we'll be seeing them in the Super Bowl, in my opinion.
That's it for the AFC. Um, you know what I'm saying? Between me and Orlando, I mean, we have a lot of similarities. We have a lot of differences. Um, AFC playoffs, I'm throwing Denver number 1. I'm throwing New England number 2. And to not be such a homer, I'll give Cincinnati number 3 and the Colts number 4. I'll put Houston 5, and I'll give Miami number 6.
For the AFC, I have the Broncos number 1 seed. I'm gonna go with the Bengals number 2 seed. I have the Patriots number 3. I changed that up. I have the Broncos number 1, Patriots number 2, Cincinnati number 3, and then I have Houston a 4th, Colts a 5th, and then I have the Ravens a 6th seed, and that's gonna be my AFC playoff standings for right now.
And there go Mr. Penner. The AFC playoff standings via Good American Sports. So the NFC. Let's start in the NFC East. You could throw all 4 of these teams in the air, juggle them around, and close your eyes blindfolded. Whichever one you catch in between your toes can win the division. Dallas Cowboys, Washington Redskins, New York Giants, Philadelphia Eagles. I think the Eagles are going to be in bottom again. I like Vic. I like Deshaun Jackson. I like LaShawn McCoy. New coach. He came from Oregon, Chip Kelly. It's going to take an adjustment period, and that adjustment period is going to is going to cost them some early season games. So they're going to be in the bottom. Washington, Dallas, New York could all win this division. Victor Cruz, new contract. Motherfucking RG3 coming off injury. Tony Romo, new contract. I'm gonna say Dallas. I think this is the year for the Cowboys. They've won the division before and then choked in the playoffs. I don't think so this year. If Dallas has to lose in the second round, they're not gonna get annihilated like they did by the Vikings. So Dallas, Redskins, Giants, Eagles. I think Dallas can win 12 or 13 games, and then the Redskins right behind them with 11 or 12. Orlando, tell them yo NFC East.
We're gonna start off with the NFC East. This has the Giants, the Eagles, Washington Redskins, and Dallas Cowboys. Probably one of the most toughest divisions in all of football. It's wide open. No one is guaranteed anything. I believe none of the teams in there besides the Eagles had a losing record. Usually at 8-8, 10-6 league, division. This year, man, I'm gonna go with the Cowboys to take the division. I believe Romo might get the monkey off his back. Actually, won the playoff game this year or two. Coming in second is I'm gonna go with the Eagles. the new offense of system. We'll see how that works, that plays out. Hopefully, it'll be pretty good. We'll see how Chip Kelly does in the NFL, how he transitions. Third, I have the Giants. Now, I will say three teams from the NFC East can make the playoffs, so there'll be two wild cards. So I will say that. And RG3 and the Washington Redskins. This is going to be a tough year for y'all. I don't think RG3 is going to be the starting quarterback by the end of the year. I think Kirk Cousins will be. I think injuries are going to plague him once again. So I don't believe it's going to be a good year for the Redskin faithful. So, like I said, I have the Dallas Cowboys taking this division, and the Eagles coming in second, and Giants.
There you go. Moving on to the NFC North, you got the Green Bay Packers, you got the Minnesota Vikings, who Greg Jennings just let me hop across the state line and play for the other team. Detroit Lions, Chicago Bears. I think this is the Packers division as it has been for the past few years. And then Megatron, Matt Stafford. They picked up Reggie Bush. Maybe he can meet his potential. Adrian Peterson, reigning, defending, most valuable player. And then the Chicago Bears, new coach, Matt Forte. Jay Cutler, man, I feel like his head is too big for some of these teams, for some of these games. So, like I said, the Packers division to lose. I'm going to put Detroit. They're playing for their city. At number 2, Minnesota third. I think if Christian Ponder can throw the ball more than 10 yards, I think Jennings will catch it. And when the pass game isn't working, Adrian Peterson will run all over any defense. And the Bears last. I just no Urlacher. I don't see them. I don't see them winning more than 7 games. So let's go to Orlando. See what I'm doing, man? I keep forgetting to almost say Orlando. That's my bad, homie. Pizzle, take it away.
Now we're gonna go to the NFC North. This has the Vikings, Bears, Green Bay, and my football knowledge. Hold on, baby. Green Bay, the Bears, and the Lions. There you go. Okay. Scared myself. I'm like, do I have Alzheimer's already, man? All right, but so, I'm gonna take the Vikings number 1. Well, number 1. I like the addition of Greg Jennings and Cordell Patterson actually giving Ponder some weapons on the outside, and then you still had the beast, freaking Adrian Peterson, running all over. So I'm gonna take them number 1. I'm gonna take Green Bay. You know what? I'm gonna take the Lions number 2. I like what they're doing this preseason. You got another weapon in Reggie Bush, and he's looking phenomenal. So I'm gonna take Lions number 2, Green Bay number 3, and the Bears number 4 in the division. This is not set in stone. This is a wide open division. These are just my predictions. Um, you know, Things can change in a heartbeat. The Bears have a new offensive a new coach actually. They have a new offensive system they're running. They look pretty smooth as well. This preseason, Matt Forte looks like a beast. A lot of catching out of the backfield. All-purpose yards are going to be a premium for him. So, we'll see how everyone does. The Packers, they don't have a run game at all. Their offensive weapons are not as potent as they were in years past when they actually won the Super Bowl. So we'll see how that goes.
There you go. And now I'm going to talk about the NFC West. 49ers, Seahawks, the extremely overrated Seattle Seahawks, St. Louis Rams, Arizona Cardinals. This is another division that I want to see every team do well. This is still third year running the Niners division. Jim Harbaugh will not let this team lose that many games. I think another 13-win season is in order. Seattle's going to be right behind them in between 12 and 10 wins. And then you can see Arizona and St. Louis both winning 8 games. So, yeah, let's go. Niners, Seahawks. As much as I hate to say it, because reigning coach of the year, Bruce Arians, is coaching Arizona. And Carson Palmer and Larry Fitzgerald need to build that camaraderie. It's going to go Niners, Seahawks, Rams, Cardinals. I might be wrong. I damn near hope so, but I want to see Sam Bradford improve as we hear Orlando's NFC West.
Next is we have the NFC West. San Francisco 49ers, Seattle Seahawks, the St. Louis Rams, and the Arizona Cardinals. Another division that's wide open. Go figure. The Rams actually had the best in-division record last year. They just couldn't beat any other teams outside of their division. You know, they were 4-1-1. So, you know what I'm saying? So, like I said, this division is wide open, I believe. You know, I think the best overall team is the San Francisco 49ers. And slightly behind them are the Seattle Seahawks. And then I would say the Arizona Cardinals with the addition of Bruce Arians. Shouts out to Bruce B.A. And then the St. Louis Rams. Like I said, I don't believe any of these teams will have a losing record. At the very least, 8-8. You know, I see 9-7. You know, somewhere across the board between like the bottom three are probably 10-6. So tough division again, man. It's, you know, football I believe has gotten a lot better. You know, there's no one team that's, you know, taking over in the NFC. So it should be good football.
NFC South, you got the Saints, you got the Falcons, the Panthers, and the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers will be on bottom. Darrelle Revis isn't enough to carry this team into the playoffs. I want to see Josh Freeman improve. I don't know if he will, though. So, a 3-team race to win this division, and I think the Falcons are going to take it for the second consecutive year. Then I think Cam Newton surprises a lot of people, takes number 2, and the Saints are third. I hate the Saints, though. Orlando, yo, NFC South.
Last division, the NFC South, probably one of the best divisions, I think. Yeah, the Atlanta Falcons, the New Orleans Saints, the Carolina Panthers, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Excluding the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, I think you have 3 viable playoff contenders. You have Cam Newton in Carolina. Steve Smith, you know, he says he's still doing this thing. Will they be a force to be reckoned with? I don't know. I did see their defense play against the Ravens. I saw them play against the Ravens, and their defense is looking somewhat like the old Ravens defense from 2000. That dude from Boston College is no joke. So I believe they have more of a complete team than they had in in recent past. I like the. I'm not a fan of the Saints, but you know they're going to be a force to be reckoned with. You know, with Breeze, you know, you have Sean Payton coming back, and then you have you know, the Atlanta Falcons, Matt Ryan. You have Julio Gonzalez for one more year, and then you have Rowdy White La 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 la. No, playing. And then you add Steven Jackson to make up for the loss of Michael Turner. So that's always going to be a plus. The only question about the Falcons is the defense. You know, their secondary, they lost Dante Robinson, um, and no more John Abraham. So it's like, who are they going to get to replace those key
As
losses?
far as the playoffs in the NFC go, Niners, Packers, Falcons, Cowboys, Seahawks number 5, and my gut is saying Redskins 6. Orlando, your NFC
All in
predictions.
all, I have Atlanta, the number one seed in the playoffs in the NFC. The San Francisco 49ers are going to be number 2. I'm going to go with the Vikings at number 3. And then I'm going to take the Cowboys number 4. I'm going to take the Saints number 5, the number 5 seed, and the Seattle Seahawks number 6. And that's going to be my NFC uh, predictions, the top 6.
With that being said, MVP is going to come down Adrian Peterson, Peyton Manning, Aaron Rodgers, Matt Ryan, and Tom Brady. If Adrian Peterson doesn't repeat, I see Matt Ryan sneaking in, surprising everybody. That's it for me. Orlando's MVP.
The MVP of this year will be, once again, Adrian Peterson. I don't know why I picked Cam Newton last year. I don't even, yeah, bro. But AP, you know, he's aiming to get 2,000 yards this year. So, my confidence is in him, and that's been, this is a wrap for my NFL preseason predictions. Shouts out to Randy Little, my man 317 Kids putting this on. Um, you know, good to have you in the corner. You know, Good American Sports teaming up with 317 Kids. So I'll see y'all later. Peace out. All right.
See, we kind of on the same, but we kind of differ. I don't like seeing repeat champions or MVPs, anything like that. But I mean, I won't hate no matter who wins it. So I hope y'all dug this shit. I just want to see my Colts do well. I want to know, those of you watching, who do y'all see making it to the playoffs? Just tell me your 6 AFC, your 6 NFC, and MVP. Check out my man, O Pizzle, Good American Sports on Facebook, Good American Sports on Twitter. I mean, he covers it all, not just NFL. He covers college, he covers NBA, motherfucking table tennis if it's on. So, I appreciate y'all watching this shit. Like I always say, man, like, subscribe, comment. If you watch my movie reviews, hit me on Facebook. If you watch my hip hop reviews, my own hip hop, hit me on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Twitter. If you can draw, this isn't really the proper video for this, but hit me up. Peace.